All right. We continue Midgard on your guys's on the Convicts quest to Griffon Tower. You had made it. You had done some exchanges. If you want to remember, go back and watch previous episodes. Um, it has been raided by hobgoblins. After dispatching the first group of hobgoblins and bugbears that sort of made a slightly more stealthy approach, you are fully aware that there are more, as noted by a communication of horns being blown. The first group blew a horn, into which this group, supposedly, responded and came advancing towards the camp after you guys had been pretty worn down, at least from the first initial fight. Most of you looked pretty good. Actually, I don't think any of you really looked any worse for the wear after the first fight. But these foes are a bit different. They are sophisticated. Tendi, you remember that these hobgoblins are very war-minded. So it is, this is maybe some sort of a battle tactic that they use to varying positive degrees of success. There are a couple of armored hobgoblins, seemingly more of a leadership role, more so armored than the other ones, and non-armored, mask-wearing hobgoblins who seem to be proficient in martial arts. After some exchange has been going back and forth, the hobgoblins deemed it enough time given and not persuaded enough to call off their raid as they begin to advance. In last combat, we had two monks on Sin, one armored guy on Sin, and two monks on Pru and or Prudence, and one armored guy that is 30 feet away but getting closer cautiously to Sin. So we are going to start at the top of the next round. This is round 3, I believe. So we will go ahead and start with Sin. Sin, you have taken some damage. You have 3 enemies on you as you're up next to this large oak tree. What do you do?
After getting pummeled, Sin kind of stumbles back a little bit and trying to catch his breath after getting punched. He puts his hand against the tree and stands there briefly. You're very capable, very fast. And then he reaches behind him where his hand axes would normally be, but he reaches just slightly past those, grabbing his great axe. And he's going to go after one of the monks.
Okay. For you, just to give you an update, we dubbed him Hitter. Hitter has taken some damage and is not looking the best, although still quite capable. And I believe
is Hitter the one that is one of the armored guys?
No, Hitter's a monk that is frightened, and frightened via Tendi's scream that nobody heard but them. He is targeting you along with, we'll just say Rough Ian is the one that is targeting you. And the other monk, Roundhouse, is also targeting you.
Okay. I will say that Sin, kind of measuring everybody up, he's going to single out Hitter, who seems to be in a weakened state, and he's going to try to go after him.
Okay.
Let me find him on the...
Yeah, he goes right after you, so he's just below you.
There we go. Oh, damn. I imagine that doesn't hit.
It does not. I thought it looked like you rolled higher than that, but...
Okay. He takes a swing. I guess it swings wide, and then he decides to bolt out of there. He's going to go as far as he can, and because he saw all these guys pop up out of the shadows like they did, he's on to him. He knows that he needs to get into the light. He needs to get as far away as possible.
Okay. In doing so, before you commit that, there are going to be all three of them on you would be taking an attack of opportunity since they're all.
Do they
adjacent
get
to you.
that with my mobile?
They do not. Thank you for reminding me.
Mm-hmm.
So you, I imagine you probably took a big swing of the axe to kind of get them to back off for a moment to give you enough time to just boogie on out of there. Where are you headed?
Well, it would need to be. I mean, I can't see the battlefield. Do you have something up, or no?
I posted the picture of it in the Discord for Midgard. You are a little. I'd say you're a little south of the horses, where it starts kind of curving around. That's probably where you're at.
Okay, I'm gonna go 40 feet away from these guys in a direction where I can both get cover and be in the light.
Okay. Your best bet is you could probably try to either jump over or no, actually the horses aren't there. You would just need to leap over the wooden bridles that kind of hold the horses side by side. The horses, if they were there, would provide cover. So I would say, if anything, you could be up against the side of the wagon, but with your movement, you would have, I would say, enough to give you +2 to your armor class.
Okay, that works for me.
So, okay.
All right, and that'll end the turn.
All right. We go to Hitter. Hitter also has, what is it? Your speed was 40, right?
Correct.
Okay. Hitter also has a 40-foot movement speed. Now, granted, the armored ones aren't nearly as fast, but these ones, he seems to almost keep step pretty well with you. As you begin taking off, it's not too long before he also is right behind you. And he'll be able to make it to where he is adjacent to you, but anyone else would need to obviously dash at that point. So he rounds the corner and begins to wail on you. Let's see, and these guys make 4 unarmed strikes. So we'll do the first one against Sin.
Real quick.
Yes.
I don't think he can move towards me.
Oh, you're right. He can't.
So he can't follow Sin.
Thank you for bringing that up. So
You're welcome.
He begins to give chase, but then like the memory of what was in his mind came from underneath, from somewhere. He just knows that he doesn't want to get closer to whatever that is. So he actually let's see, he can't get closer, but he can. Okay. He is going to attempt to throw a dart. He's going to throw a dart at Prudence. I'm imagining you're more in the middle, and Mara's on the side of you. Actually, he's going to throw a dart at Poppy, up in the air. Given the range, this is actually going to be with disadvantage. So let's see. What? Can I roll? Can I roll first? That would be nice.
It's D&D. You can't just make rolls whenever you want.
Right. Okay. Apparently, it's not gonna let me. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do it on this. Where are you at, Poppy? There you are.
I'm over here.
I found it here. All right. This is gonna be with a +5. Does a 17 hit your armor class?
Oh yeah, you're looking for a 12, my guy.
My guy. All right. They take one of their many darts from their sort of belt made of darts and just without chucks it up in your direction, and as you try to whiz by, it clips you in the cheek, dealing 5 piercing damage. It stays where it's at. Looks like it is going to probably be doing that again, as it cannot get closer. All right, Tendi, it goes to you.
So Sin is nearby.
Very, very
Prudence
close.
is also nearby, right?
Yeah, I'd say about 10, 15 feet.
And remind me real quick, on the combat tracker, 17 wound is how much HP they have lost thus far.
Wound
Right.
is, yes, wound is damage.
Okay. Well, I had an idea, but I don't want to do it. Who is the next other than Hid, or who is the next closest to me, would you say?
Basher, who is currently on Prudence. Basher's closer. Choppa is over where, on the other side of Basher, where Mara is. So
Checking my number of spell slots. Sorry.
Basher's definitely within 30 feet, if in case you're wondering.
I would like to use Undermine Armor on Basher. And I'm
Okay.
trying to link it. Yeah.
I just posted.
So it unravels the bonds of reality,
There we go.
and he has to succeed on a con saving throw.
Okay. And that's Basher.
Yes.
Basher's not wearing armor.
Wait, which one was wearing armor?
The two Rough Ian and Harbinger are armored. That's why I put armored next to their name. They are not 30 feet within 30 feet.
Well, poop. I guess I'll do Mind Sliver then on Basher.
Okay. So what you'll do is take that yellow die and roll it onto Basher.
Sure.
Basher saves. He
Okay.
he hears the shout from the verbal component of casting that spell, and looks over underneath the cart at you.
Fuck. Okay.
Their bright eyes piercing beyond the darkness of the mask. You can move.
Okay. If I move, don't they take an attack of opportunity because I'm moving away? Or
No,
does
but-
that not count because they are not 30 feet?
Nobody is adjacent to you right now.
Okay, then I'm gonna move next to Sin.
Okay.
So I'm gonna back up behind the cart where Sin is at.
Okay. That's not very far at all. Are you going to be adjacent with both Hitter and Sin, or are you going to be like you have Sin's back?
I have Sin's back?
Okay. So then it's like a Sin sandwich. It's you on one side, Hitter on the other, and Sin's in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Push that arrow.
Push that air. Move that bus. Speaking of bus, Harbinger. Harbinger was the one that was not on Sin. Was the cautious one moving forward. Seeing Sin now flee back towards the cart, and hearing the shout from underneath, seeing sort of some strategery on behalf of the convicts, he is not going to cautiously move anymore. He is, though, a distance away. He is okay. He's gonna have to dash, but he is gonna dash and then be up on the other side of Basher, kind of encircling around Prudence, seeing as how she has taken some damage and might seem to get her down before moving on to whoever is next. So that is Harbinger's action. So we then go to Patches.
Patches shakes his head, says to Jolene, I think I zoned out for a bit there. I don't recognize any of these folks, but I guess it's time to shoot them. The people that were here, is there any particular people that you want me to shoot, or should I just shoot the guy that's already wounded?
I would go for whoever's attacking Prudence. I can't remember which one it was, but one of them does like 3 attacks at once. I think he was on Maya, but I don't know who he was.
All monks do, if they are within melee range, do 4 unarmed strikes.
Okay. And it's Choppa and Roundhouse that are near Prudence then, or
the
Basher, or
yeah. Let me change the target for Harbinger because it's no longer on Sin. It's on Prudence. So the ones that are currently targeting Prudence is in the order of initiative. Harbinger just dashed up to Prudence. Basher is right in front of Prudence and has taken taken an attack previously, and Choppa is on the right. So like imagine they're not
it's like a whole mess of people.
Yeah, they're not in a straight line. Harbinger has kind of moved where like he's on Prudence's side, while the other 2 are also within melee range of Prudence.
Okay. Well, I guess I will just try and shoot Basher then.
Okay, let me change your target to, or I'll just remove the target. That way, I don't know if I had pre-selected a target, if that would automatically try to roll damage and to hit for that particular target. So,
yeah, I don't know.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me see if I'm doing this. Oh, hello.
Yep, there's those 20s.
Right. Okay, and I'm going to use my favored foe because I can activate that when I hit a creature. Okay. So let me turn what's his face into. Okay, so that, and then. Okay. I think that's how I do it.
Yeah, you put, let's see.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Yeah, okay, so I have the favored foe concentration on mine. I don't know. It's an extra 1d4.
Yeah, so, okay, so you would drag the self one to you, and you would drag the favored foe to it. I'll go ahead and remove. Yeah.
Okay. I guess I can't tell which. Oh, I see it. It's at the very end. Self. Okay, got it. Yep. Okay. Let me roll some damage dice then. Okay. Does it knows that I crit, or do I need to?
I believe.
Guess we'll find out. Yep. I'll just roll the first one. Yes, it looks like it did.
Sure did.
And then Jolene is going to give me an extra 1d6 with her little reaction there.
Okay. If she's up in the... Oh, yeah. Is that...
Yeah, I don't know if I figured out how to do the extra thing. So I'll just roll a 1d6 and... put it on Basher, maybe? Or...
Yeah, I mean, on Jolene's sheet, there's the red die. I can just roll it and do it on Basher real quick.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, thank you. So that is my turn. Jolene will just take the dodge action, and that will end our turn.
All right. We then go to, once you end your turn, that'll go to Basher, and Basher, after taking an arrow to the shoulder, looks up and squints eyes up at the archer on the tower and kind of points a hand, and meanwhile with the other hand comes by and begins a flurry of blows on Prudence. Also, not that I'm going to go back and retcon this, but apparently they can make 4 attacks, which can either be unarmed strikes or dart attacks. So I will remember that for when we throw darts at Poppy. All right. First attack against Prudence. That is a hit.
I guess should I would like to use Vigilant Guardian, which is after they get hit, but
Okay.
should I wait till for all those?
I'm doing them one at a time in case somebody goes down, then they'll step up and make more attacks on somebody else.
Okay. Well then Leofston, at least for that first hit, can use Vigilant Guardian.
Okay. That is you got big, but I don't think you're up with Poppy and or not Poppy, Prudence and Mara yet.
Wasn't I? Okay, never mind, I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought he was.
I think
I thought he was right next to Prudence.
I think we established that we started together, but I think Prudence dashed ahead. And I don't remember if Leofston... I went back and listened to my last move, and he didn't.
Okay.
So,
Then I think at one point in time you guys were together, side by side, but then Prudence dashed up ahead, and that's currently where Mara and Prudence and the Hobgoblins are now.
Okay,
so you'd have to move forward to do that. But do you have anything else, like the Cloud Rune or anything?
Cloud Rune does a sleepy charm.
Okay.
So, and the other one the other guardian one requires me to be that close again. So.
Okay.
Is he within 30 feet of me?
Yes.
Then I'm going to use my last spell slot to cast Ill-Fated Word.
Is that a reaction?
Yeah.
Heck yeah! What does that do? Let's see.
Hell yeah, Poppy.
Poppy's so fucking cool.
You roll a d4 and subtract it from the number rolled, so it got an 18. Roll a d4.
4.
Does a 14 hit your armor class, Prudence?
A 14? I don't think so. No, I'm a 15.
Very good. So it throws its first hit, and Poppy shouts behind Basher, which kind of distracts for a second, thinking that there was a spell being cast, which it was. But and we'll go ahead and follow up with the other 3 attacks that it is able to make. So second attack on Prudence. That is going to be a hit for 5 damage. Second attack. Third attack is going to be a miss. And it's going to follow up with a roundhouse kick to the face.
Not my face.
Yeah. And misses.
He needs that face.
And misses because you're wearing a mask.
Nice.
Okay.
Stay 6 feet apart, guys.
No. They will not.
And then he has a heart attack and collapses. Oh no, you hate to see it.
Unfortunate.
Oh, yeah.
Carbohydrates every time.
Okay. Leofston, it's your turn.
Alright, so how far away is Prudence and
Not far. Like 10. You can get there in a move action.
Okay, so Leofson's going to charge forward to join Prudence and hopefully start doing some damage, and he's going to swing at so Basher and who else again? Is there a big boy?
Yeah. Harbinger has now just joined up this last turn on her side.
Okay, so Leofson's gonna he's got shield in one hand, he's got sword in the other. He's gonna swing one-handed at Harbinger. So
Going up against Harbinger. Not nearly as cool as Rough Ian, right?
Exactly. I hear he's very persuasive.
does a 12.
Rough Ian is too rough for this.
No, the Hobgoblin commander takes that blow, but is blocked easily by the massive amounts of armor that it is wearing. He looks up at you, now giant size, and goes, "Neat trick."
I've got more up my sleeve. And then I guess I'll end my turn.
There's more where that came from, and my turn.
I've got so much more to do. Turn end.
Okay. Rough Ian, who was on Sin before Sin bolted for the thing, is going to run up. So imagine like a stair effect where, Leofston, you are adjacent to Prudence and Harbinger. Now Rough Ian, who is 30 feet away, is not going to dash. Rough Ian will now begin to approach cautiously, but while doing so, you hear him begin to speak out in Goblin, or what you believe is Goblin. You see a series of quick points at most of you, and all of the other ones seem to nod in a quick agreement. And now that this Hobgoblin has used leadership, they are going to get, not all of them, but the ones that are in melee combat and at the cart, or near the cart, they will be able to get an additional dice added to their what is it? Attack rolls or saving throws. It's like a Hobgoblin version of Bless, basically. So I'll just need to remember that they all, certain ones will be able to get the +4, which I believe there's two monks that can't. So and those were the two that were previously on Sin. Anyhoozle, he comes up. He is again cautiously approaching the large northerner and joining his other martial commander in combat. We then go to... So he's not quite up in combat yet, but he is not too far away. We then go to Prudence.
Did Basher attack?
Basher... Yeah, Basher's the one that attacked you.
So he's not going to be able to dodge if I attack him?
Not dodging, no.
Okay. I'm going to... Oh no, where did my sheet go? Oh no, where's my paper? Oh no!
Oh no, magnets. How do they work?
Hold on.
Don't forget, you have Bardic Inspiration. Just let me know when you're going to use it.
Oh, okay, hold on.
I keep forgetting Bardic Inspiration is a thing, which is not great for a bard.
To forget? Yeah, probably.
Okay. Prudence wavers on her feet, and she tilts her mask up and spits blood out from her lip. She snarls under the darkness of her mask as she readjusts it. And then she faces Basher and she does flurry of blows.
Hell yeah. As you spit it out, Basher does that thing you see in anime where they like look up in the air, but then down their face at you and like give a mischievous grin.
Hade.
All right, so you, go ahead and make your regular attack because you can choose not to use flurry blows, I believe, until afterwards.
Well, I am going to do 2 attacks, and the last one I'm going to use to heal myself, just so you know.
Okay. Well, go ahead and...
All right, punch.
Punch Basher. That is a hit on Basher. Go and roll that beautiful punch damage.
I use Bardic Inspiration on the second punch.
You haven't.
On the second one, hang on. You got to tell me first.
Yeah, you haven't
I
rolled.
have something on you.
Yeah, you haven't rolled it yet. So, okay. Basher takes a pretty heavy hit from your initial blow.
So
And
he
then
reels back, confident, and socks them in the face again with Bardic Inspiration.
you give.
There is my
You'd have to give.
thing that I have to cast on you. Hang on.
You'd have first off, you'd have to give Katie a second to put the thing on you, but you don't need to because you hit anyways.
Okay, well then I'll save it for later.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
You're good. I'm looking at it because I think part of it can heal you, and so I'm trying to figure out if it can.
So while Katie's looking that up, yep, you hit for another well-connected blow, and that I believe was one of your two. So you spent your key point, right?
Now I have.
Okay, and then that was your unarmed strike. First unarmed strike is a bonus action. So now your second one, you said you want to heal you.
Yes.
So you're going to do Hand of Healing. So it's a roll of your martial arts die plus your wisdom modifier. So roll your d4 plus 3. You just roll a d4 and then we can add the 3. But I think that's also something you can roll on the... Yeah, there we go. Oh, your wisdom modifier is a 2. If you look at Hand of Healing on your actions page, there's a little green plus sign when you hit the gear icon. That you can always just drag to whoever to do your Hand of Healing. It's easier than having to do the math, even though it's only a d4.
Oh, the gear icon. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, I'll do that next time. Thank you.
Okay. So I will say you heal for... You're healing yourself?
Yes.
So you heal for 6. That puts you back to 17 damage. Okay.
And I believe that's all.
All right. Sounds good.
Sorry, I have so many windows open. Here we go.
You're good. The good thing is, if you guys have on the actions tab the mode, standard, and the display actions, they should have all of the things that you'll need to add as far as statuses and such to whoever you need to add them to or do what. It's just a drag on over. Poppy, you have taken some damage from a dart that could have had... You could have sworn there were 3, but only 1 seemed to hit you.
I don't know where it went.
You don't know where what went?
The thing I was looking at. Where'd it go? It's fine. I'll just not. Okay. Is Rough Ian within 90 feet of me?
He is absolutely within 90 feet of you. He is cautiously approaching.
Okay. I don't like that. But I'm going to... In my notes it said, Hex is still up, but it's not on anyone yet, and it uses Wisdom. So I'm going to move my Hex over to Rough Ian.
Cool, sounds good.
For no particular reason. Okay, put this on myself. Put this one on him. There we go. And then I'm going to Eldritch Blast.
You're going to do that to Rough Ian?
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to do that with disadvantage.
Cool. Why you gotta be in the trees, sir?
He's not, he's just cautiously approaching, meaning he's dodging.
Why you gotta be so cautious, man?
Tactics. Brain.
You don't have to be cautious, it's just a fairy.
Yeah. 13 misses.
13 does miss.
I did it, guys. That's my
Huzzah.
turn.
I'm so proud of you.
He sees the Eldritch Bolt come, and he kind of like almost baseball smacks it away from him with his sword.
You should join baseball instead of doing what you're doing now. Anyway, bye.
That's my turn.
Got him.
Got him. Choppa is the one that has currently got a wolf on their butt. So Choppa is going to go ahead and try to maybe, just maybe, deal enough damage to the wolf to make it run off scared. So it is going to make its unarmed strikes against you, Mara. First one is going to be a miss.
Oh no.
You are currently a wolf, and you are too fast for its strikes.
Ow.
It gets a nat 1.
Hey, there it is.
And then it yells out something in Goblin, and if anyone's understood Goblin, you would at least know that they said, Wolf, Fang, Fist. Fucking Yamcha ass. Hey, that one hits. Alright, chops you in the side for 5 damage.
Okay.
And then last and fourth and final unarmed strike is going to try to side kick you in with its shin, and that is going to miss.
Oh, what?
All right, we then go to Roundhouse, who was on Sin, is not frightened. So Roundhouse is the one that is going to run up to Sin. No shadow jaunty trickery this time, and no sort of +2s for flanking, because Tendi, I want to double check, you're still on their side, right?
Which side is their side?
The Convicts.
I think the idea was that I am behind Sin,
Yeah,
and Sin is in front of these dudes.
I'm saying, do you want to switch teams? Do you want to be with the bad guys now? You want to join?
Oh, like morally?
It's just yay or nay.
No.
Okay, so there's no +2 to attack on this one. Damn. Okay. All right, Sin. I hope you hope Good Bear didn't fill you up too much, because here's a fist in your face. That is going to be a hit.
I assume I don't get that +2 bonus. He came out right up to me, didn't he?
Yeah,
that was only something.
Yeah, he
Okay.
had enough speed to get up to you. That is 5 damage. That was the first attack. Second attack is going to be 19.
I use silvery barbs.
You already used a reaction. Right?
Did I?
Did you?
I only have one reaction
Yeah.
that I know of, and it's silvery barbs.
Alright, so you did Mind
Poppy
Sliver.
did a reaction.
Poppy did a reaction, okay. And you have a spell slot for it? Is that your last spell slot?
I have so many spell slots, dog.
Okay. So that is what? Rolling another d20 and choosing the lower roll?
Yes.
Okay. So 7 damage will be coming your way if this still manages to hit. So this is going to be still part of the same original, the 19 or 23. So we're going with the 19. And you marked off a spell slot for silvery barbs. You can choose somebody to give advantage to.
No, I think that's only if they
Nope.
don't hit.
Nope. It just says you can then choose a different creature. You can see
Then
within
Sin
range.
gets advantage.
Sin gets some advantage. Let's see. Make sure to. I think Silvery Barbs does not have, for some reason, the status to add advantage.
Mm-mm.
Why not? Hold on. I'm gonna make this quick addition to it, because it's. I imagine Silvery Barbs is going to be used a lot. So it all the better to actually get it out of the way now.
Yeah, it's like one of the best spells in the game.
Yeah. Grant advantage attack. I'm loving it. All right, so now it's got a status. Go ahead and drag that status to Sin. There you go. It does get expended on the next action, right? Because this doesn't last on until the end of the turn, right?
No, next attack roll,
for 1
ability
minute.
check or saving throw within a minute.
Cool. Let me go ahead and update that to say 1 minute. Duration 1 round. Nope. Minute. Yes. Okay. Perfect. Good. So that was the second attack. That was so Sin, you took that 7 points of damage, which we already did. The third attack is going to be yeah, it's going to go ahead and be at Sin as again for why is it? Okay, we'll assume that hold on. We need to it's not grant advantage attack, it's what something advantage. Oh no, it's just advantage attack. Sorry, let me change that real quick. I'll just use a natural roll for it instead. 15. So instead of the original roll, the 15 plus 4 plus 5 is gonna hit for 20. Let me update. Tend to use silvery barbs real quick. Advantage attack. All right. Let me end that on it and drag that back over to Sin. There we go. Okay. Got that out of the way. That's now programmed in for all days. This was the third attack? Fourth attack. Yes, third attack. Alright, and last attack. Trying to basically elbow check you into the side of the cart. And manages to do so, dealing another bludgeoning damage for 6 total. You are not looking good. It shouts out something in Goblin, and we then go to Mara. Mara, you're on Choppa. You're adjacent also to Prudence. You can
Sorry, I'm on mute.
You can be able
am
to...
I within 5 feet of Prudence?
Yeah, you're adjacent to Prudence. You could be able to either target Choppa or Basher, because both of those are within melee.
Okay, and then can I ask a question? Not in character.
Sure. Always.
So you said that if we want to use inspiration, we need to say it before we roll. Is that correct?
No.
No.
Before there's any results of it, then you want to use. That's when you want to use it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes more sense. I was like, how would I know I want to use it?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're targeting somebody though, doesn't it automatically tell you the result?
It does, but I mean, that was the same on Roll20 as well. In either case, if you roll it, you find out that it misses, you can still just go ahead and use advantage to be able to, or inspiration, but you can only use it once per turn.
Yeah.
You can't save up 3 of them and then just do like inspiration.
You said Basher and Choppa?
Basher and Choppa. Choppa's the one that was
right.
attacking.
Yeah, I know. I just couldn't. Okay, because the Choppa and Roundhouse are next to each other in the list, so I was confused. Okay, I'm going to. I'm gonna attack Basher.
Okay.
So just grab the little blue thing, right, and drag it on him.
Mm-hmm.
Did I do it?
Wow. Critical bite.
Nice.
Good job.
And then I do the damage.
Mm-hmm.
On him, or just there's 2 dice. Ow!
It's because
Oh my God, there's 4
that you rolled a
dice.
critical.
16 damage exceeds hit points. I died him.
You rolled. Oh, I was gonna say you rolled 4 4s. Good lord. Yep. So you have dealt 2d4 plus 2, 4d4 plus 2.
He's
Essentially,
dead.
he is dead.
I'm gonna. Oh, sorry.
I was say he does not expect the bite from the wolf, and then falls at both yours and Prudence's feet.
It's worthless to say that I get advantage, right?
Yeah.
On it.
But you can. Yeah, but you can also do it against Choppa.
Okay, yeah. Just the same thing again.
Well, you can only attack once, right?
Oh. Wait, what?
You can attack once per turn.
Do wolves get 2 bite attacks, maybe?
No, they don't.
That's why I thought you said I could go after Choppa.
Yeah, next
turn.
turn.
You mean next? Oh, next turn. Okay.
Yeah.
I was confused by your. I was like, no, I don't.
If druids had the ability to get multi-attack at level 3 and 4, that'd be crazy. Okay, so yeah, Prudence. Looks like you might have gotten your life saved by having one of them go down with this wolf.
Heck.
Okay, go ahead and end your turn. Wicket tells you everything's fine. Wicket says there's no service out here and has 1 bar. Jolene.
I forgot my switch at home.
Jolene went after me. She just took the dodge action.
Right. Okay, cool.
Yeah. She's staying up in case somebody tries to climb up that tower again.
Yeah, just double checking. All right, round 4. Sin, we go to you. You have Roundhouse in front of you and has taken your face and the cart and got real intimate with both of them.
Okay, Sin is staggering, just holding on to his great axe, and just breathing heavily. He looks up at Roundhouse, and Roundhouse is the only one around besides Tinny behind me, right?
Correct.
Okay, Sin takes his great axe. The great axe, the main part is on the ground. He's holding the staff part, but he just lets it go, and it falls to the ground. And then he looks up at the guy, and out from his back comes his massive arms, or his appendages come out, making him look larger than he is. And he pulls down his mask, showing off his disgusting mouth. And then he's going to grapple him.
Ooh.
I get advantage on that, right?
For
because Tinny's thing.
You can. Yeah, you can. Your next.
Yeah.
I put advantage attack, but I'm actually just now working on it where I'm changing it to advantage attack, advantage check, advantage save. So let me reapply that to you before you make that roll.
Okay, go ahead.
Sorry, I was wanting to make sure this is something we should do off out of session, but okay. It should work the way it should now. So go ahead and
Okay.
You'll make an athletics check. You'll be making it with advantage, and they will make a.
That's a crit.
Wow. Well,
I don't think I can get better than that.
I don't think you can. Yeah, you definitely grappled him.
Okay.
So let's see. Roundhouse is grappled. There we go. Okay. I believe both creatures are grappled in that case. Isn't that right?
I'm not sure how the grappling works. I haven't really toyed with it.
Yeah, one of my first characters in 5th edition was a grappler, but I'll check real quick. Grappled, the condition itself doesn't do much. It's when you get restrained. Grappling just basically reduces a creature's speed to 0, and that's essentially it. Can't benefit from any bonus of speed, and if an effect removes the grapple creature from reach of the grappler, then that would end.
I was under the can't he not attack as well, or is that? not the case.
I think he can still attack you.
Yeah.
He can still attack. Okay.
Yep. It's restrained attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right.
I'll end turn.
All right. Let's see here. All right. We go then to hitter. Okay. Hitter was the one that was afraid. Oh, yeah, darts. It's darts time. We're going to throw 4 darts at Poppy this time.
It was so nice of him to only throw 1 last time.
It was real nice. It was super nice.
What was it we needed to remember when we were throwing darts?
Is he still frightened of Poppy?
No,
it was me.
Frightened
okay.
of Tendy.
Okay, got it. Yep.
And
Sorry, I just assumed Undead Warlock would be the frightened one.
No, it's the cat.
Ugly, ugly cat.
Ugly, ugly cat.
How dare you say that about Tendy?
Every cat is beautiful.
Tendy is very ugly.
No, every cat is beautiful.
Okay.
They're a beautiful dragon, and I love them. Now stop it, Katie.
You're gonna make us cry.
Does a 17 hit your AC?
My AC of 12?
Yeah, sorry.
Maybe.
Sorry, I have so much to remember. It's hard. All right. First dart flies at you. You take 5 damage, and you succeed on your hex concentration.
My God.
More like heck.
Heckin'. All right. Second dart. Poppy. For 7 damage, and still manage concentration on hex.
It's that +3 Constitution, man.
Hell yeah, baby.
I dumped intelligence for this man.
10's gonna miss.
Oh.
Yeah.
And last one, a 13 is gonna hit.
Yeah.
3. I'll take 3 out of 4. Take 4 more damage, and hex goes away.
Well, it was a nice ride, everybody.
All right. I'm gonna stay where it's at. Still kind of keeping an eye. You do see, for everyone that is not Sin and Tendy, you see that hitter. I keep looking at it on the chart, and what you said at the very beginning, Katie, was exactly what I keep thinking every time I see it. Begins to look at the fallen bodies of some of the hobgoblins nearby. He's looking for something.
It's the fucking horn.
We then go to Tendy, where at that point you hear, not close, but very far away, and I would probably say, Tendy, you're probably the person that's going to be able to hear this the best. You hear a faint horn. It is not close by. It is rather far away. So wherever this next horn is, they are calling, and there currently is no response from the current hobgoblins.
How far away is Hitter? Well, I don't know what he's...
You don't.
Do I know who had the horn?
One of the fallen hobgoblins.
But do I know which one? And how far away is that body?
I don't know the names or numbers of the hobgoblins previous. I'd say you probably know that at least one of them is going to be off to the side of the path, which would put you probably between the two groups of fighters. So
how far away is it?
30 feet, but you would be fully exposed out in the middle of nowhere.
If I got to it?
Yeah.
So you're saying it would be 30 feet if I moved, not
yes.
It's 30 feet away now.
You would have to move to the body of the corpse, which is about 30 feet away. But doing so would basically, you wouldn't be behind a cart, you wouldn't be next to Sin, you'd be out by yourself, away from currently anybody.
I have a final question.
Okay.
Is the horn on the body, or did the person drop the horn on the ground?
Whether it's on the body or adjacent to them on the ground, it wouldn't really matter what. It's next to them.
You said hair was looking for.
It does for the thing I want to do. So I have a spell called Catapult.
Okay, that is good to know.
I have to be at least 60 feet from an object. And I just put my hand out like I'm grabbing it, and I whiff, and the object flies 90 feet away.
Okay.
That's why I'm asking if it's on a person or how far away I am. Is that a thing that I can do?
I'm more familiar with the spell Catapult than trying to figure out if someone somewhere got something on them. So if you wanted to catapult it, sure, absolutely, you could be able to do that. You probably would have to see it, though.
I would like... No. Doesn't say.
Okay.
Choose one object weighing 1 to 5 pounds within range that isn't worn or carried. Does not say I have to see it.
Okay, where are you flinging it?
Towards the tower.
Towards the tower.
Towards the tower. Let me draw another spell slot. Fuck me, these are going quick.
Welcome to casters.
Why does this say that I have damage? Oh, that's if it hits something, which I don't want to do that. I just want it not here.
Well, it flies 90 feet in a straight line, and it is definitely within 90 feet of the tower.
Yeah, I'm just gonna yeet it.
Okay.
So I do that. And then for my bonus action, I'm going to use Healing Word on Sin.
Okay. I will have Roundhouse is the one that's grappled, right? Okay.
Ooh.
Let me see real quick. What is the DC for catapult there?
Oh, I closed it.
I got it.
Yeah.
All right. While whisking the horn from where you recall it being fallen, you manage to catapult it, and on its trajectory towards the tower, it also hits Roundhouse. Basically shattering it, the horn on impact and dealing 3d8 damage to him.
Fuck yeah, girl.
Yay!
Hell yeah.
Get horned,
I wasn't
idiot.
intending to do damage. I just didn't want it to be near him.
Well, it's near him, but it's also in pieces. So, Sin, you kind of a quick shattering of horn / bone, crumples with the and shatters the mask of the Hobgoblin monk that's on you.
And then I do Healing Word.
Yep.
It ain't much, but it's something.
I'll take it.
Okay.
You mean I could have cast that at level 2? Oh, now I know. Cool.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think. I guess you'd have to. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder, Poppy. To answer your question in the chat. Okay, so you had a pretty good turn. Catapulted the horn into smithereens, and also managed to heal up your friend. Anything else?
No, that's all I can do, I think.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. What's his name is grappled, right?
Roundhouse, yep.
Roundhouse.
And Hitter is not near me.
Hitter is not near you.
And where is Prudence is in the same spot.
Yep.
With Mara.
Mm-hmm.
And near Choppa, right?
Choppa is but kind of next to Prudence and Mara. Rough Ian is not up against Prudence, and Harbinger is adjacent to Prudence. And Leofston, because Leofston moved up, I believe.
I want to go stand behind Leofston.
Okay. Adjacent to Leofston, but not next to a hobgoblin.
Sure, whatever is the most convenient.
Okay. That sure is a terrible word in this case, but I think I know what you mean. All right. Then go ahead and end your turn. All right. Harbinger is going to go ahead and make... Let's see. It's going to make a attack against Prudence and an attack against Leofston. If that creature is in 5 feet of an ally of the hobgoblin, okay. Against Prudence, he will go ahead and bring down his greatsword. Let's see.
But she holds up both of her hands and catches it just in time, like in the cool kung fu movies.
That would
amazing.
That is super cool.
However, Leofson's going to use Vigilant Guardian.
Protect me, Leofston.
So he's gonna. I can use that, right?
Yep.
Okay. So as it comes down, Leofson's going to like slam into Prudence and like take it like on the arm.
Okay.
Yeah. He's gonna slam her.
You swap places with Prudence. So now Prudence, you have Tendy behind you. And Leofston, you are now adjacent to Harbinger and Choppa and Mara. All right, so it is going. He's going to go ahead and roll his damage, since I'm assuming a 21 hits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doofy.
First up is going to be the greatsword damage. And martial advantage. Once per turn, the hobgoblin can deal an extra 3d6 to a creature it hits with a weapon attack if that creature is within 5 feet of an ally of the hobgoblin, which would be Choppa.
Choppa.
Yeah, nah, Choppa. Whoa, why did I...
Oh!
Nope, that's not you. Oh, it rolls... Okay. I get it. I put that on before rolling. Okay, got it.
I mean, you literally saved Prudence's life here, didn't you?
Yeah, 100% you did.
Yes, without a shadow of a doubt, you did.
And I won't forget it.
Wow!
Hey!
How the hell is this possible? You know what? I look at 3 1s on 3d6 and I say, sure. All right, we go to Patches.
Someone's blessed by fucking Avacyn over here.
All right. Okay, so is there any, do I have any, like, disadvantages towards attacking Roundhouse since he's grappled by Sin, or is it just a straight attack still?
There's no advantage or disadvantage.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I was just making sure it wouldn't be, like, harder to hit him.
If you miss, you'll hit Sin in the face.
If you do roll a nat 1, you probably would. Okay. I'll have you roll to see if you hit Sin's armor class.
Well, I have inspiration, so I won't hit the if I roll a nat 1, I'll use that. I am going to then use my longbow to shoot Roundhouse, and I'm going to use my sharpshooter ability to subtract 5 from my attack and add 10 to damage if I hit.
Yep.
So let's find out. And I do plan on using inspiration if I miss. I don't think I need to. Okay.
Yeah, because it's normally what a...
16 was hitting them earlier. Normally I get a plus 8, now I get a plus 3 to attack.
Jiminy Christmas, plus 8.
Yep, that's that archery fighting style.
Yep.
So let's deal some damage here. And there you go.
Yep. Roundhouse.
That'll be 17 damage.
Roundhouse is trying to hold you off, Sin, but you feel his muscles loosen as an arrow kind of and sticks into the monk's back, and the body then goes limp.
Patches just kind of like does a little casual salute to Sin as he moves his bow to aim at another guy.
Yeah, Sin notices and then takes a nice sigh of relief.
I didn't even have to use my special stuff.
All right, goes to Leofston.
All right. What can Daddy do?
What?
Daddy's turn.
That's
I'm
right.
trying to drink some boba here.
I definitely have to mark this not safe for kids now.
Sorry.
Boobs now? Yeah.
Alright, let me take a gander.
Cuss all you want, Jamie.
What can Dad do? God damn it.
I ruined the last episode. Wasn't me this time.
First I'm going to fix a quick thing. I used my cloud rune, but I have stone rune available still. So I fixed that real quick. That's what that is. Oodalali. I think, how far away is Rough Ian?
Rough Ian is within 30 feet.
Okay. So, Leofston's going to look at Rough Ian and use the stone... What's the reaction? Never mind. So he's going to attack Harbinger, then he's going to shake off his bleeding arm and swing a Landbreaker down onto him.
Okay.
Does a 9 hit?
No.
Alright.
Kind of judging you at your slightly slower large size, he is able to block the blow easily.
Leofston snarls and I end my turn. Yeah.
All right. Rough Ian is going to come to flank with Harbinger, putting Leofston. No, not Leofston, because Leofston is Leofston switch places with Prudence. And Mara's on the other side of Leofston. Is going to come flank Prudence.
No, don't flank me.
You getting flanked, son.
Question about reactions. Are they any sort of reaction, or do they have to be to an attack?
They are... So, you're talking about stone rune, right?
Yeah.
So it's in addition when a creature you can see ends its turn. So if it ends its turn...
Okay.
Yeah. So, at the end of this one's turn, if you wanted to use stone rune, you certainly could.
I do. Sorry, can't read, Jordan.
It's fine. You know what's not fine? This attack that's with +2 against Prudence.
No, please.
Wait, God damn it.
I waited like 7 seconds.
I was trying to find it on my sheet.
I purposely wait for just that
I
reason.
know I was looking for it. I didn't know if I used it yet.
Well,
Do you want us to, in the future, because I do that too, do you want us to, in the future, just the second that you roll, say, wait, to give us the time
you
to
can
look?
interrupt me
Like,
when I
is
say...
that preferable?
You can interrupt me when I say, this person's going to attack so-and-so.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it a one attack or
Because I do that all the time, and then I get frustrated, and there's no point if I'm going to be frustrated, so I will do that from now on.
Yeah.
Much preferable.
I am more fine with being interrupted than given the time and then not. You wanted to use a reaction, Leofston?
Yeah, it gives him disadvantage.
Oh, you don't want to do your stone rune thing?
That's until the end of his attack, Jordan. We just went over that.
I know, but once you use a reaction, you can't use another reaction.
Oh, well, this one's more important, I think.
Is it? Do you want to join these guys? Because then the flanking wouldn't matter. No, I'm kidding.
This one is going to protect, hopefully protect Poo Poo.
Okay. Well, I mean, the initial attack missed anyways, but yes.
Okay.
You were going to impose disadvantage, so go ahead and that is your reaction has been used, and it is going to roll now with disadvantage. Let's see.
Do I need to drag the effect onto it, or since you've already rolled, it doesn't?
Yeah, that it already.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. So I got a 7 on the die, or a 5. So 5 is even less. So a total of 11 is going to miss Prudence on the first attack.
Hell yeah, baby, let's go.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, hold on. I actually have to double check.
I'm holding on by my butt over here, man.
A 12 would still miss because they get the leadership D4. All right, second attack is going to be with also flanking against Prudence.
Wait, hold. I wish to use the inspiration.
Oh, good choice, good choice. Please hold. Let me turn that on you in 1 second.
What are you using inspiration for?
To not be hit.
That is.
Is that how it works?
Yeah. Inspiration is when you make an attack roll, saving throw, or skill check. Not when it goes on you or against you.
What if it makes her do a skill check instead?
If she had to save against something, then yeah, she could.
What if I catch the sword in between my hands, like in the cool kung fu movies?
That's reflected in your armor class.
Yeah,
I have like +5 charisma. Can I just ask it to have her do a saving throw instead?
I'm gonna go ahead and just roll at this point.
Get that.
Because we know I roll terrible, and so to just delay my disappointment even further is like the complete opposite of a birthday for me.
Hey, Angie, you caught it.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what? You caught it, just like in those kung fu movies. Okay, Poppy,
narrate
it's your
it,
turn.
Jordan. Narrate it.
Yeah, no,
Tell me how cool I look.
It sucks at its attack, and now it's Poppy's turn. We've already spent enough time on the attack itself.
Sorry.
I love that he's allowed to tease us, but when we start teasing him, he gets frustrated.
I know.
Yeah, combat takes so long already.
Sweet boy.
I have a question. The people that are grouped up, like Rough Ian and the other ones around Leofston and Prudence and Mara, is there a way for me to hit those guys without hitting my friends and a fairy fire? Or no?
Okay, see, it's a 20-foot cube. You'd be able to get, I'd say you could get 2 of the 3. So you let me know which ones you want to try to hit.
Okay, I want Rough Ian, and I don't know who the other people are around.
Choppa and
them.
Harbinger.
Choppa.
Okay. So go ahead and roll the saves on top of them.
Okay, how do I do this? Where do I put?
All right. So Choppa manages to save, and Rough Ian fails. So Rough Ian is surrounded in the aura.
That's rough, buddy. Okay. And that was my fairy magic ability. So then that was my action, right? Yeah, that's an action. Okay. I am echoing in someone's and it's freaking me out. Whoa. Why are there so many?
Please put that effect on Rough Ian, please.
Oh. I thought I did.
Nope.
I was wrong. I was like, why does that keep happening in the chat? That's so weird. Okay.
There you go.
Let me look at my... oh wait, I can't. I used my meta magic. Never mind, I can't do that. So that's my turn.
All right. We go to
Good
Choppa.
turn.
We go to Choppa. Choppa is going to attack Mara, and I need to remember the +4 bonus for the leadership die. That is a crit. We'll go with that.
Have you considered not, though?
Good thought.
Yeah.
Mara, you take 8 points of damage from that lethal elbow to the top of the wolf dome. Second attack on Mara. What's your AC as a wolf?
You just
13.
can't roll higher than a 1 on those, Jordan.
I can't. That's fine.
13.
13. Okay, so 12 is gonna miss. Third attack on Mara. Seeing as how that wolf managed to knock out one of its bros. Come on, it's starting to be real slow. There we go. Hey, look, I got more than one. All right, another unarmed strike. Damage-wise for the third one. 6.
Centaur again!
You poof into being a centaur, and Choppa...
And I'm just looming over him.
freaking out, Choppa is going to try to direct an attack towards Leofston then.
That's right, little bitch, you run!
Yeah.
Into the bigger bitch.
Imagine
hits.
how scary that would be, though. You hit a wolf, and then suddenly it's a 7-foot tall, 9-foot tall. I don't know how tall she is. Centaur, holy frick.
All right, 21 hits, and you get dealt 6 damage. All right, we go to Prudence.
Wait. Can I add that, from now on, these hobgoblins think that wolves in the Margreve forest turn into centaurs?
Yes, very good.
If they manage to live to tell the tale?
Yeah.
Maybe. All right, speaking of cold-blooded killers, Prudence.
You're right, I'm a cold-blooded killer. What's my health at? I should have been looking at that this whole time.
I agree.
Okay. I already used my belt today, right?
Yes, because you rolled a 1 and you tried to convince me to let you reroll.
That sounds like me.
Yep.
Don't I have another ability to give myself back key points?
Probably.
Does your belt do it?
Belt,
I already
she already
used
used the
my
belt.
Okay, sorry. You might have just said that.
I did.
I have a foot. Hold on.
The feet.
I have a foot. Yeah,
Fine.
I have a foot. Boundless
I was
reserves.
about to be like, oh, me too.
When you start your turn and you have no key points remaining, you can use a reaction to spend 1 hit die. Roll the hit die and add your Constitution modifier to it, and you regain expended key points equal to half of the total that you roll.
How many hit die do you have?
4. You guys haven't taken a short rest because you couldn't have. So roll a d8 and expend, or roll a d8.
I don't know if that was... There you go.
There we go. Wow. 8 plus 2 is 10. Divided by 2 is 5. You get all 4 of your key points back.
Let's
Nice.
fucking go.
Nice.
Remember that you had spent a hit die, because I don't think... Hold on. I think I can fix this. There you go. You're back at the damage that you've taken so far. So whatever that thing healed, I basically negated it, and that way it now shows you have 3 hit dice left. So.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right, so a couple of things have happened. When Mara basically like came in and saved Prudence, she grins at her and she calls out, "Good girl." And then, not too shortly,
Mara glares at Prudence.
she can't tell because you're a wolf. It looks like you're happy.
Uh-huh.
Jolene gets a little bit jealous.
Aww.
Ew.
And then not too shortly after, Lee Ofston fucking comes in and pushes her out of the way, and she manages to keep on her feet, and she skids in the dirt. And she watches in horror as he takes the hit for her, and she reaches out towards him. She goes, "Lee Ofston!" She reaches into herself and feels her reserves coming up. And she feels reinvigorated by all of the teamwork and everybody doing so much to come to her aid and save her. So, I don't know if I can do anything else, but I just wanted to narrate.
Oh,
I love
Very
it.
good.
you know what?
Good job, sweetie.
I gave you a point of inspiration for that then.
Thank you.
Don't forget Patches shot the guy too, who was next to
That's
you.
just Patches being Patches, though.
Yeah.
Patches is constantly on his shit.
Meanwhile, the rest of us.
All right. Go ahead. I'll let you get off a regular attack, but no use of key points.
Thank you, Jordan.
You're
I'm
welcome.
gonna smack whoever's closest to me with the power of friendship coursing through my veins.
That would be Choppa.
Choppa, where is ya? Choppa.
Right above you in the list.
I see him. You ready to get hecked on, boy? Oh no. I used my inspiration I just got.
Oh shit!
Wah. Hell yeah.
All right. That is
This is dope as hell.
that is gonna hit Choppa. Go ahead and roll damage.
I don't know what happened.
You did 6 damage to Choppa.
Yay, there we go. Get wrecked, idiot.
All right. Mara, you are no longer a wolf. You are now Mara, the Mara as yourself.
Mara as Mara.
Mara Steinmeier.
Mm-hmm.
Let me real quick while
Yeah, can
that
you
brings
take my
up-
wolf stuff off?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to double check. So think about what you're gonna do real quick. I'll do a quick research.
So how we feeling?
Pretty good. Less
I'm going to
scared.
die.
Real quick,
No.
Angie, could you say "get wrecked, idiot" in Prudence's voice?
Sure. Hold on. I need a touchstone. Maya, can you talk in British for me?
This is me talking in British.
That's how you talk in British. Okay, good. Thank you. Get wrecked, idiot.
Thank you.
Is that Laura
That's all I
Croft?
wanted.
Did you actually say that canonically?
Sure, why not?
Because if you did, Tendy, who was randomly suddenly right by you guys, because they just ran up real quick, just go, "Yeah, get wrecked, idiot." And they're like looking at Prudence like, "Is this how you do it?"
She nods. Proud of you.
Watch what you say around Tendy. Impressionable.
All
Lee
right.
Ofston is the equivalent of that comic that's like, "Hey, who the fuck taught you to swear?"
All right, Mara, you are no longer a wolf. It was incredibly easy to remove it, so you are yourself now.
Okay, I'm gonna charge, and if I hit him, I'm gonna go for Choppa. If I hit him with a melee,
You
I
are
get a bonus action.
you are adjacent to Choppa because you were
Okay.
as a wolf.
Oh.
So charging wouldn't do anything.
It says he has to be within 30 feet. It doesn't say he has to be outside of a certain amount.
So let me see. You're using.
I'll just do
Charge?
hooves then.
No. I want to show you this. So you have the ability once per day as Fey touched to do Misty Step, right?
Yeah.
Why not Misty Step away 30 feet and then charge again?
Because I don't have to be 30 feet away from him to charge him.
Charges if you move at least 30 feet straight toward a target and then hit it with a melee weapon attack. So you do have to move.
I was reading that backwards then.
Yeah.
I thought I was saying I move within 30 feet.
Mm-mm. I'd say you can definitely do it. It is cool as shit. You will have to use one of your Misty Steps.
I'll do that.
Badass. All right, so you'll click the little circle for Misty Step. Make sure you fill that in. You can easily what does Mara's Misty Step look like? How do you go from one place to being in another without using your hooves?
She has wings. She just jumps. She can't fly all the way yet, but she just like launches herself up. She goes down into a deep lunge and stands up and jolts herself forward.
Okay. Then you do, and Choppa looks in confusion as you do it quick enough for them not to be able to swing, and you rush toward them. So now, since you have Charger, you are able to do your weapon attack and then your hooves attack.
I don't know. Oh, okay. Where? Is the scimitar a melee weapon?
Mm-hmm. The scimitar is what you've been wielding, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll do
How
the
do
scimitar.
I do the thingy?
So you'll drag the +5 die onto Choppa for under scimitar.
Oh, it rolled off the screen. Hey, I hit.
Yep, that still hits. So then now you'll roll the damage, which is to the right of the die, and you'll roll that on top of Choppa.
Oh. Can I use inspiration for that?
Not for damage, no.
Ah.
But you do.
But I get my hooves, right?
You do get to hoof it.
Hooves. Those are up here.
That's what the hoofies.
Nope.
It's still shocked that you are no longer a furry, easily beat upable animal. It now has to change its tactics and battle strategy and manages to dodge out of the way of your hooves.
Can I use inspiration for that?
You can.
Can I?
That you can, yeah.
Do I uncheck one of these?
Yep.
And I do the hooves again?
You got it.
I'm getting the hang of it, y'all.
Yeah, you are.
No! A white man!
You say white man?
Typical!
I was almost going to say it the same time you did at this point. You said it so many times. I was like, I know the next thing a white man. All right.
A white man? No!
Well,
I finally heard that audio as a TikTok, and I thought of you immediately.
You tried your best.
I tried. I have another inspiration, but I'm gonna save it.
Well,
I may need it for later.
Yeah. All right. So you're right back where you started from, but you did do some damage against Choppa. So
did
you go
I?
Yep. You on your first scimitar attack. Yep. All right. So you end your turn.
Yeah.
And that was 1 point of damage that was spilled over from Wolf. There we go. All right. Wicket doesn't say anything. Jolene, we go back up to round 5. Sin.
Sin is not grappled anymore.
Sin is not grappled anymore. Oh, I mean, you're holding a dead body. Do you want to continue to hold it? You want to drop it as a free action?
I will very much drop that as a free action.
Sounds good.
Then I will, let's see who's left here. Hitter, Harbinger. Okay, how far away is Sin from the remaining enemies?
Easily within your 35 movement speed.
Okay. So Sin will, since he's no longer holding his great axe, he's gonna grab behind him his two of his normal hand axes, and he's going to line up his shots. And the first one, see, he's gonna move within 20 feet of these guys.
Question.
That's the effective range. Go ahead.
Are you dropping the great axe as a free action too?
Well, the
You did that last
Oh,
turn.
you did that last turn. Yeah. You're
Yeah.
right. Okay, cool.
so he's going to grab his hand axes, and he's going to line up a shot and try to hit her. We'll try that one first.
All right. And the effect of Silvery Barb should be off since you rolled the save for grappling. So I'm going to take that and the grappled off. There you go. Okay.
Okay. So
you're doing against Harbinger?
Hit her.
Oh, yeah, the one in the back. Yeah, you would have to... you could be able to move and do... Are you trying to do it not with disadvantage?
I want to do it not with disadvantage, so I know that I would need to move up a little bit. But...
You're 20 feet away from hitter at that point, yeah.
Okay. All right, so this is for hitter. Nice. Natural 20 on that.
Go.
Except for I didn't put it on him this time, so...
Well, I'll do it. It hits.
Okay.
Now just make sure you roll your damage on him, so that way it'll do crit. Roll another d6.
Did we change the way crits work? Where
No.
it's... Because should it be just a 6 and then a d6?
There was the house rule where it would be the maximum damage, but there's no way to program that into Fantasy Grounds,
Okay.
so we're just doing it a normal critical style.
Got it.
Okay, and now we're going to do the Gathered Swarm on him.
Okay. I added that last 2 damage for the second d6.
Okay, so this is hitter. Okay, so the Gathered Swarm finished him off.
Yep.
All right. And then he's going to look over. He's going to see Rough Ian sitting there, and he's going to take his other axe and he's going to chuck it at him. Why did it do 2?
That's fairy fire.
What? Really?
Ooh.
Okay.
Yep.
Wait, who is Fairy Fire of them?
Ian.
Huh. I'm going to shoot Ian next turn.
Okay.
How the turntables.
And then Sin will, however much he has left in movement, he's going to move back or try to get back behind the cover again if he can.
You'd be able to be up against the side of the cart, but not in any sort of cover. They don't do ranged attacks. And currently there is one remaining monk who is currently in melee combat, so I don't think you have anything to fear for ranged attacks.
Okay. That will end his turn.
Okay. Tandy.
Am I close enough to at least 2 of them that I can use green flame blade and potentially hit a second?
Does green flame blade move 5 feet to go to somebody else?
I believe so.
Yeah, it deals extra damage to a person within 5 feet.
Yeah. Choppa is still up, so if you hit Harbinger, then you can hit Choppa as well.
Yeah, I would like to do that, please.
So you move into a position that's going to get you into the thick of it, but you go into... Who are you targeting, Harbinger or Choppa?
Yes. Harbinger is the one that you said I'd be able to hit Chopper, or can I do it the other way?
You could do either or.
You could probably do it the other way if they're...
I would like to do it the other way.
Sounds good.
Okay, so... yeah. Oh, don't freeze on me now. Give me 1 second. Don't freeze. Okay. This says roll on myself. Do that. And
Okay, roll your weapon
Roll.
attack. Are you rolling a rapier or dagger?
rapier.
Okay. That hits Choppa. So you'll roll your rapier damage. What was that for?
Wait, what?
Why are we rolling to hit
You try
again?
that again.
There you go. Okay. Alright, Choppa takes the 9, and then you would drag that red lightning bolt over to Harbinger. Harbinger, I think, has to make... Is there a save? No. Nope. No save.
No, he just gets hit.
Yep. Very good.
And that's it.
Alright. Harbinger is going to change targets. To Tendy.
Uh-oh.
Harbinger is going to, now that it's got martial advantage, is going to roll I am going to assume that a 23 hits.
Oh, baby.
For 16 damage.
Cool.
That is all it is going... actually, that was one attack. It has multi-attack. It can't
What?
It can't do the martial advantage twice, but it can do it multiple... It can attack twice with its greatsword. That's another one. For 7.
Cool.
Alright, Patches.
Howdy. So, okay, so Rough Ian has Fairy Fire on him.
Yeah, it's a very Ian-like thing to do. Say you like somebody, and then when it becomes advantageous to attack them, pull an Ian and attack Ian.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
I am going to use my sharpshooter against Ian.
Okie dokie.
Do I have to click advantage, or is that automatic on it?
It'll automatically do it.
Awesome. Wonderful. Okay, well, that's a miss.
Yup.
And I can't use inspiration on that.
You can.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll use inspiration.
Yeah,
And I'll try that one more time. I'll just roll a
got it.
d20, because otherwise it would probably do it twice.
Yeah.
Hey, there we go.
There you go.
Hey!
So I will first deal the damage. So that's 21, and then Jolene is going to give me an extra 5
Ooh!
to, I guess, Ruffian.
There you go.
There we go. And I have used both of my favorite foes, so I can't add any extra damage. And I believe that is everything then.
All right.
So, Leostin's turn.
Good turn.
Very
Good.
good turn. Leostin is going to which one hit Tandy? Was it Harbinger, right?
Harbinger, yep.
So Leostin is going to get real mad, roaring and throwing another slice at Harbinger.
Okay.
And preemptively, I would like to roll inspiration if this does not work out for me.
I mean, like I said, you get to roll first and figure out that is one of the many things I get told thank you for. So.
Thank you.
You're gonna do it anyways later. You might as well save it now. Hey.
Hey.
Not even
Did not-
needing. Yep.
I didn't need it. Forgot to hit him.
Crazy dice roll. It went everywhere, man.
They've been doing that for me all night. They
Yeah,
like
we're
bounce
mad.
all over the place.
I think
Alright,
it's
so-
probably because of the new dice. They want to make sure that there's as many trails as possible if you buy the nice shiny dice.
I did forget to hit Harbinger with it though, so I'm very sorry.
Dragon on top of the Harbinger.
Unk.
There you go.
And then Wait, when did it say it's expired? Has it already been 10 minutes of combat? Wait, how long am I giant? Ooh, a minute. Has it already been a minute of combat?
No.
When did you turn into a giant?
Like a turn or two ago.
Been like 3
Okay,
rounds.
well.
It's not been that long.
Each round is technically 6 seconds, give or take.
Yeah, it hasn't been 10 rounds. But what's the? Let me look.
Did it already?
Giants might. It's advantage checks, advantage strength. Yep. And the effect self. How long does Giants Might last? 10 minutes?
1 minute. 1 minute.
1 minute. Okay. It wasn't programmed that way in the in it, so go ahead and drag it to yourself again.
Okay, sorry about that.
Yep. I don't know. It should have been that way. I don't know what may have changed, but we'll go ahead and add your. Oh no, that added the D6 to it, didn't it?
It said expired. So
Yeah,
did it?
but it still added the 1. It's a crit
Okay.
though, so what you need to do is you need to roll another D8.
Okay.
Because if you didn't roll the crit on top of Harbinger, that's why it's not rolling double damage for double the weapon die.
Okay. And D8's the butt to butt, right? Yeah. Yeah.
You just
Hello?
just roll the D8 in the dice box.
Okay, so I tried to do it on Harbinger.
No, you're good. I'll add it to Harbinger. There we go. Okay. So yeah, that's 2d8 plus your 1d6 effect for giant form. So there you go.
Awesome. And my turn's over.
All right. Rough Ian. Rough Ian's targeting Prudence.
No, Ian, get away from me.
Nope, too bad.
I don't have any
Dominate.
business deals for you. No, don't dominate me.
Out of
Ooh.
context, that is so much worse.
Yeah. All right. With its martial advantage, it is going to roll a total of 17
Holy
damage.
Shit, dude. Why, Jordan?
And the second attack is going to go against
What do
Prudence.
you mean the second attack?
Stop having so much fun with this.
I have to at some point. Second attack misses. Oh, wait, hold on. What's your armor class? 15?
Yeah?
Oh!
Yep, that misses. All right. It starts, Rough Ian just starts yelling in Goblin as he attempts to swing wildly at Prudence. The first hit, it's the wild look in his eyes, shouting out in like a war cry, takes you off guard for a moment, and that's where you take the massive hit. And then after that sudden shock of life leaving you, you successfully dodge the second hit. If anyone spoke Goblin, it would be like the Jerry Springer show up in here. All right, Poppy, it's
Well,
your
that
turn.
changes what I was gonna do. Thanks, Jordan.
Oh, Poppy's going to. She saw the attack on Tindy, but then not even that long later, she saw the huge attack on Prudence, and Prudence isn't looking very good at all. So I think she points her hand towards Rough Ian and says, "Get away from my friends!" And she's going to cast Eldritch Blast at
Okay.
him.
He's not dodging this time.
Mm-hmm. And I have advantage because
And you got advantage,
of my
yep.
fairy fire. I hit.
You hit.
Nice.
Let's see what you roll for damage. Don't forget he's also hexed.
He's not hexed. My hex dropped.
Oh, that's right. It didn't remove it from him for some reason. That's weird. All right, cool. Thank you for reminding me.
I was really hoping that would have killed him, because like that was a better like finishing line. But
was very
you know,
good.
Yeah.
You did such a good job.
You know what? What I'm gonna do is there any space in between him and Prudence, or no?
They're fighting, so they're against each other.
I'm going to use my bonus action to use fairy touch to Misty Step right next to him.
Ooh.
And what it looks like for Poppy is, since this is her own fairy side and not her patron, it looks like she disappears into a puff of a bunch of flower petals and then arrives right next to him.
Oh, pretty.
Oh,
So cool.
Are you wanting to provide flanking for your allies?
Yeah,
You can provide flanking to either Leofston or Prudence. Who do you want?
Prudence.
Yes, good idea.
Okay. Prudence, what that means is when you attack, before you roll to hit, click on the +2 at the bottom of the screen. And that'll add 2 to your attack. Not to damage, but to your attack.
Got it.
All right. And you appear next to, you said Choppa? Or no, Rough Ian.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that's the end of my turn.
All right. Choppa is steeled. Choppa's resolve. Like it's a thing. Choppa has gotten over the fact that he is no longer fighting a wolf, and that he is fighting a centaur. So we're gonna go ahead and begin with the 4 attacks on Mara. Attack number 1. That's a hit. For 5 damage. Attack number 2. That's a hit. For another 5 damage. Attack number 3. It's gonna miss. Wait, what's your AC?
11. Yeah.
12 will hit because they have the leadership. So third attack is gonna hit for 6, and then the last attack on Mara is gonna hit for another 5 damage. Unleashing blows too quick for the eyes to follow. It pummels into Mara as we go to Prudence. Poppy has descended from the skies and is now on the other side of Rough Ian, causing the Hobgoblin, after, just laying into you, to look back briefly for just a moment.
All right. Prudence's back foot slides backwards as she widens her stance, and her fisted hands raised to defend herself. She's motionless for only a moment, either swaying from the pain or maybe like a praying mantis, waiting for the opportune moment to strike. And then she strikes forward with flurry of blows, using the +2, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I was so scared you'd forget in that second. Because I would.
Alright, so you make your regular melee attack first, your regular strike, and then afterwards you spend that key point and do some flurrying.
Attacking Choppa.
Who are you flurrying on?
Choppa? Okay.
Choppa.
Choppa manages to have a 6th sense and dodges out of the way of your fist as wailing into Mara.
He attacks again, unswayed.
You manage to land it square in the back of Choppa, probably breaking a vertebrae.
Hell yeah, bro.
All right, Choppa takes that 5 damage. Not looking good.
Right. As she's punching him, she uses her crusher feet, and Choppa slides back 5 feet to an unoccupied space.
All right.
Oh, I forgot to add the +2. You reminded me, and I forgot to do it.
No, I wasn't flanking you for Choppa anyway, so.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
You do still get one more bonus attack, but yeah, Choppa basically slides the only direction it can, which is at this point only adjacent to Mara at this point in juncture.
Okay. Once Prudence has adequate space, her stance withers for a moment. She crosses her arms over her chest in like a sort of hug, and she heals herself.
All right, so you're gonna use Hand of Healing for that second one. So drag that green die over to you. There you go. 5 damage healed. All right, we go to Mara. Mara, Choppa meant business. What do you do?
I'm trying to decide if I want to turn back into a wolf. You said it's dark, right? We need.
No, I mean you guys are out in the daylight. It's under, if anything, under a tree would be dim light, but you guys are all out in the open at this point.
Oh, okay.
It's like it's just a skirmish.
How far away is Rough Ian?
You would have to probably move 10, 15 feet. That would probably provoke an attack of opportunity from at least Choppa.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna go after Choppa then.
Okay. It's just you and Choppa, mano a horso.
Mano a mano.
Mano a wamano.
I'm just gonna attack him with my scimitar.
Okay.
It's my double bladed is on here, but I don't know that yet, right?
No, you don't. You're not officially trained.
I just have it.
Yep. It's in your inventory. That's why it shows up as one of your possible attacks.
And is my proficiency on my scimitar? They all have little stars on them, so I can't tell.
Yeah, they all are. Your double-bladed scimitar shouldn't, but everything else should.
Okay. I'm just proficient in a lot of things. Hey.
All right, you hit Choppa.
Okay.
Choppa's not looking great.
Don't fucking. Okay.
Choppa looks even worse, but is still standing up. You slash at it.
Unfortunately, can I slap him?
I mean, thematically, I guess you can, but it's not going to do any damage.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I stab him.
It's about sending a message.
With my scimitar, and then I just smack him across the face.
No. No. Stop it.
Also, have you been saying if any of us spoke Goblin? Is that what you've been saying?
Mm-hmm.
I speak Goblin.
This whole time?
Yeah, I kept assuming because you said none of us did that you were right. You were wrong.
To be fair, he did check in the beginning. The first of these three, you weren't here, so none of us said it.
Oh.
And so, but just must not have
I just thought he
last week.
like had a master list. But yeah, I speak Goblin.
Okay.
What's this? What's this fucker gotta say to me, yo?
There are 7+ characters. I can't keep track of all y'all's.
No, I know. I thought you had like a list of everybody who's like. I didn't realize it was established when I was.
I mean, they were using the language as a way to communicate strategy and like who to attack and where. Oh shit! It is now obviously divulged down to them like swearing and war cries.
Yeah, so that's why I smack him. That's rude.
Has any swearing and it's inappropriate.
Have any of them mentioned how nice and toned Prudence's muscles are and how good her stance is and what a good monk she should be?
They were surprised at her condescending tone when she said "good girl" to Mara earlier, and they understood the squinting and sign of disrespect that Mara gave in return.
It wasn't condescending.
Mm-hmm. It's always condescending when people say that.
All right.
My turn's over.
Oh yeah, Choppa's still up. So, all right, we'll go back to Sin. Sin, the battle is still undetermined. Harbinger seems to be relatively decent. Choppa is not looking good, and neither does Rough Ian.
Sin is completely exhausted at this point, so he's winded. He's trying to do the same thing as last time. He kind of runs towards there, trips over himself a little bit, falls onto the ground, crawls a little bit, then gets back up, grabs his 2 axes again, and this one he's going to throw at Rough Ian. Get that down. That's a miss.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to take his axe out, his other axe, and he's going to try again at Rough Ian. Wow. Okay. He's winded. He's done. He's tapped out.
How many axes? I know you threw 2. You just picked up 1, and then you threw 2 more. So you're out 3 of them, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here, I'll make that note.
Perfect. One thing I want to note, whenever you attack, it always says, I don't know if you're seeing this too, but it says attacking while out of ammo. Do you see that line before each of your attacks in the chat box? Okay. If no one else, if you can't see it and no one else can, then I'll ignore it.
I see it.
I see it.
I see it.
Okay.
Okay, does that mean I just shouldn't have these things checked? If they're full, they should be unchecked?
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. I think you count you count up instead of counting down.
So I will figure this out.
Yeah, you're good. So just mark off 3, and then we'll call it good.
Okay. Oh.
I saw it the first couple rounds, and I was like, it doesn't matter. But if it's gonna do that every time, then maybe we'll get it going.
I guess I'll do that with all the other things because that seems.
Yeah.
Cool. That ends the turn.
Okay.
Well, he just stays where he's at. He's dead. He's tapped out.
Okay. All right, we go to Tendi. Tendi, Harbinger has a grudge on you.
Tendy's gonna roar at Harbinger.
Hell yeah, girl.
Listen, Tendy will go down when Harbinger hits it, so
No.
What roar?
might as well yell now.
What roar are you wanting to do?
It's straight up called roar, baby. I'm trying to link it.
Dragon roar.
Yeah.
30 feet. It's a saving throw. Okay, so that's not really gonna. It's not a spell attack in that case, so yeah, they'll just have to make a save. Okay. That is a good one to have, because if it was, you would have disadvantage if you were casting like Firebolt or something next to him. But you go ahead and roll the save onto Harbinger, and he passes.
I'm using inspiration.
Passes away.
You can't
Oh,
use
that's
that.
great.
for
Never
another
mind.
person.
Yeah, that's a save. That's his save. You can't roll advantage for it.
Fuck, come on. Okay,
Yeah.
fine. That's it.
All right. We go ahead and end your turn. All right. So there's Tendi and Leofston and Prudence. It's no longer going to be flanking. It's gonna keeping Tendi close by. It's gonna have both Tendi and Prudence, because you guys were adjacent to each other. It's going to. It no longer has a. Hold on, let's see. Rough Ian and Choppa is now separate. This would have to be against Prudence then. Okay, so 1 second. This first attack will be against Prudence.
With disadvantage, thanks to Vigilant Guardian.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
No.
Oofy doofy.
16 still hits. taking another wild swing as Rough Ian did. Prudence falls to her knees and then to the ground. The next great sword attack will then go instead towards Tendi.
Ugh.
But misses.
Fuck, idiot. Tendi actually yells, "Get fucked, idiot."
Tendi!
Well, you know,
I learned it from Prudence.
we got wrecked, and now we got fucked. Alright, we go to Patches.
Alright. Patches is just going to shoot at Ruffian normally. He still has Fairy Fire, correct?
Yes.
So I'll just shoot at him.
Y'all, if you say that name really fast it sounds like Ruffian. Did you know?
Yeah.
I'll just go ahead and do the damage. And that takes him out. So, yep, that's my turn.
Alright, Rough Ian's sword falls. He looked like he was about to turn onto Poppy, but then takes an arrow to the mutton chops and then falls. Alright. Leofston, you are... So, Choppa and Mara are in a fight, and you are basically next to just Harbinger at this point.
Leofston is going to attack with... He's pretty... Choppa's rougher. Harbinger's fine.
Harbinger is doing pretty alright.
Pretty good.
So right now I'm trying to decide between Leofston getting pissed, dropping his shield, and dual-wielding Landbreaker to do more damage. The thing is, though, if he survives the next attack, which I would guess he would, Leofston's going to need that shield to protect Tendi and Prudence. That means he's just going to attack.
Okay.
Can attack Harbinger.
Just so you know, so it's an action to don a shield. It's also an action to take off a shield. So you'd want to consider that before, that will take up an action. But you're not doing that now, so you're fine.
No, yeah, but for future reference, thank you.
Yep.
I would like to use inspiration, please.
You would?
Yes, please. Did I use it before? Or I was going to, but it hit anyway.
Right.
I think. Okay. Let's give it a go.
Make sure to mark it off there.
Are you?
That's another miss.
Leofston just roars in fury, sword and shield shaking. That's my turn.
Make sure to mark off that point of inspiration that you spent.
I did. I have 2 now.
Okay, you must have done that real early.
As soon as I said it.
Okay. Poppy.
Am I within 5 feet of Harbinger or 10 feet?
You were 10 feet because
Okay.
you were against Rough Ian, so.
Good. Okay, I'm going to Eldritch Blast him then.
Rough Ian's already dead.
I said Harbinger.
I know, it's fine. Alright.
Okay.
It is used to your Eldritch attacks, but it is unable to swing quick enough to avoid damage.
What?
It hits.
Oh, I thought you said it avoided damage. I got really confused.
It swung too slow to avoid damage.
Oh. Okay. Poppy's crying in the game, but I might cry in real life if I keep rolling the way I am.
Yeah, it is unfortunate when we don't roll what we want to roll.
Okay.
Are you staying where you're at? You getting some distance?
No, I'll stay where I'm at.
Okay.
Poppy's going to just stay as close to Prudence as she can.
Sounds good. After that blast, you see Harbinger flash you a look. Choppa.
I'm not interested.
Choppa.
No, thank you.
First attack against Mara. Hit. Four. Second attack. Hit. 5. Third. Hit. 4.
Hey, I'm dying.
Another 5. Mara, you collapse onto the ground. Choppa takes 10 foot, 15 foot step to get next to. Oh, Prudence is down. Actually, he's gonna have to rush past Leofston and to get to Poppy. Leofston, if you want to take an opportunity attack, now would be the time.
Yes, please, and thank you. Just like drag an attack onto Choppa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because you just had. Now this takes a reaction, just letting you know, but that is definitely gonna hit. Roll for damage.
Wait, I used a reaction to try to stop the.
Yeah, that was last turn. You've had a turn since then, so your reaction refreshes.
Beans. I should have saved 10D. I'm sorry, 10D. Die. Oh, they're sorry.
As Choppa gets ready to land one blow into Poppy's adorable face and hair, a swing from Landbreaker just picks up Choppa and like flies him 10 feet and lands in a heap, unable to land that final blow.
As Leofsson does, as Leofsson does that, he just like, screams like a bloodthirsty curse in
All right, this is this is if you have a dice tower on the screen. If remember, you're basically just hiding your death saving throws from everybody. It'll tell me what it rolls, but I don't care what it rolls. You just need to make the save every turn. Prudence, this is the first time that you've fallen unconscious. No, outside of sleeping. So you need to roll a d20 flat into the dice tower. Okay. And then that is your turn.
Do I dream about my mother?
I mean, you can. I'm pretty sure you could tell us what you dream about when you come to.
That's a good sign. I like that. When you come to.
Nice. Thank you, Jamie.
Where's it? Does it tell me what it rolled?
The secret to us.
It's a secret.
How do I mark my thing?
I'm gonna message you. So, I will be working on yours.
In 3 turns, whether we die or live.
No, I'm right now, silly.
Could take 5 turns.
Thanks, math man.
All right, go ahead and end your turn. We go back to Sin. Sin, you see Mara and Prudence both go down, with Harbinger being the only remaining foe on the field, and kind of reveling in the fact of seeing each of you drop one by one. He has taken some damage. What do you do?
Okay. Sin grabs 2 axes, picks himself up off the ground, and he's within 20 feet, right?
Yeah.
Since I didn't move back to my original spot.
Yep.
Okay. So if that's the case, then Sin's just going to take 2 cracks at the dude.
Hey, critical hit.
Hey.
Hell yeah.
Proud of you.
Nicely done.
And then I will use Gathered Swarm damage.
Very nice. In one attack, he doesn't look good.
And then the next attack with the other axe. He grabs his axe, lines the shot. What happens? Nothing happens.
the exact opposite. That was a really good blow, though. It does not look like he's going to be up on his feet very longer. He actually starts to begin to look at his options.
The first attack was so great that Sin was super confident the next one, and he accidentally threw the axe behind him.
Okay, if that's the case, then Sin's just gonna look at him and be like, "Yeah, there's nothing that you can do. There's everybody, all of your friends are dead. Be smart. Look around."
He looks at you as you end your turn, and he goes, if I'm the last of us, you're dead wrong. You hear another horn, still Tendi, the same distance away. I'm going to give this to you. It seems like they are waiting on a response, and you have eliminated the response.
So before there was a response, and that's when they came, right?
Yeah, so first group blew a horn, second group really close by blew in response, right? And they were there. This time, the horn is far away. You can barely hear it, and it would have to be you over everybody else because of your hearing. You faintly hear far off in the distance not getting closer, just a horn being blown.
Then fuck those guys. Oh my god.
Oh, that would be
Tendy's gonna put Bardic Inspiration on Leofston.
Okay.
Tendy should move. Tendy should get the fuck out of here.
It doesn't matter. I can't.
Oh, because opportunity.
Yep.
Yeah, if it was a disengage rather than casting Firebolt, then you might have been able to get out of there. Alright. Harbinger, after...
Really vital question before he does anything.
Yes.
Sorry, this is actually really important to the plot. Did the fire go anywhere? It didn't, right? It just fizzled, right?
So first off, it would be...
It just fizzled, right, Jordan?
Okay, first off, since you're adjacent to Harbinger, it would have been with disadvantage, but it just landed into the dirt, and the dirt, kind of covered it up.
Okay, sick.
Yeah. Okay. Harbinger, after responding in common to Sin, trying to persuade him to find, take this opportunity to leave, and seeing how Leofston is still huge, but everyone else seems to be at death's door, Harbinger looks for a brief moment at you, Leofston, and his toothy smile just grins as he then lays an attack into Tendi. With no one around to help him with martial advantage, he still deals enough damage to cause Tendi to fall. And seeing as how Poppy is on the other side of you, while still staying in melee range, not that it mattered, you've already used your reaction for an opportunity attack, goes over to Poppy and takes a swing. Let me clear that and this. Again, not with any sort of martial advantage. Poppy, yep, that hits.
All those ones are coming back for you.
Yep. 12 damage. He is bleeding from his teeth and his mouth. He has taken a beating, but he is going to try to take everyone but the large tank and the archer that nobody has seemed to climb up to take care of, and the hunter who summoned courage to be able to try to talk down to this hobgoblin general. Patches, we go to you.
All right. I'm just going to shoot him normal like. I expect that'll hit.
That does hit. Roll for damage.
And I will use Miss Jolene to add an extra 3 to Mr. Harbinger. And that does it.
And
so
as...
Patch.
Oh, go ahead.
Yep, it just Patches lines up his shot as he's just looking at all these folks laying out on the ground, and he turns to Jolene. Well, I have to do something about that in a minute, and then he fires his bow, and Jolene just kind of like in her new lightning form, just adds a little bit of lightning to his arrow, and as it hits him, it just kind of bursts and sparks.
Okay. Leofston, make me roll me a d20 and add your intelligence modifier. Intelligence modifier.
Okay.
You know what? Wisdom. We'll do wisdom.
That's a 0, so...
Which is probably better than a -1, right?
Maybe.
10?
Yeah.
Okay. As the hobgoblin chief, or the warlord, this captain, commander, lays his final blow onto Poppy, and as the arrow is flying through the air, he looks at you with maybe not like a look of recognition, but you can tell that these foes are far smarter than the Darrow and the cultists that you fought in the Citadel Friunder. These sort of battle tactics quickly bring you back to what you may consider your glory days of battle. And looking around at the the unconscious and slowly dying party members, now that the battle is over, that doesn't mean that it is all finished. So, here's what we're going to do. Leofston, Tendi, Prudence, and Mara are unconscious, bleeding out. What do you do? You need to try to stabilize them or bring them back to life, or if this is the beginning of your villain arc, might I suggest walking away from the explosions behind you?
Well, Leofston has villain plot, you say?
No, don't.
Leofston.
No.
Currently in his bag, he has... Where are they? He should have medical kits left over from... Healer's kits.
Oh.
He has 3 healer's kits.
3 entire healer's kits.
Yeah, left over from the Citadel.
Well, no, it looks like 2, but the weight of it is 3.
Oh. Well, don't... God...
No, you're fine. You're fine. Let me ask you this. Have you been keeping track of... Because I know you've used the healer's kit at least once before.
Yes.
Have you been keeping track of the amount of uses in the first one? Because there's 10 uses to the kit.
I think if I remember correctly, I thought I had 3, and I had used up an entire one in the Citadel. I could be wrong though. I felt like I had bought 3.
Okay, so I would say, I mean, that's fair. Let's say if you had 3, then you are down to 2, but both of them have 10 uses left.
And I know if I have to use a full one to bring someone back, correct?
No. Remember the healer feat. Let me see if I can find.
Can I maybe make this a little simpler? If Patches can get down there in, dashing, I have 30 good berries in my inventory. So I can just give everybody that's down a good berry, and they'll have 1 hit point.
What's your movement speed? 30?
It is actually, yes, 30. I could also give Jolene the good berries.
We can at least try to stabilize them.
Jolene has a 40 speed.
Okay. And she can't fly yet, right?
No. Level 7, she can fly.
If you're trying to get them down down to the ground floor as fast as possible, I would suggest throwing them. Dashing would dashing would take you some rounds to get down there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I could just. I'm sure I have them in a bag, and I can just throw the bag or
loose the berries in your pocket.
Yeah, loose berries.
Lid
so,
covered.
I mean, if
Pocket
I got good berries. If we just want to do that, that'll be less math than the healing kits for now.
Hello, welcome to Good Berry.
So, Leofton, knowing that Patches is basically tossing this bag of berries, that should be able to bring back people. Probably the start of the next round we go through. Are you going to use one of your healer's kits on someone?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean,
we're gonna have to get hit points back somehow.
Yeah.
And I have 30 good berries now, and I can make 30 more with my spell slots, so I can heal 60 hit points of ours. But we're still gonna need more if these hobgoblins are still coming at us, or these other ones potentially.
Yep.
So would you want to save the healing kits for after, or?
Well, the healer's kits.
I think right now we just try and pop everybody up, and then go from there.
Feasibly, between you, Poppy, and Sin, Leofton, you can each get to the 3 that are down within the next round and give them a berry, which would unless the next round somebody rolls a nat 1 and gets 2 failures on top of one they may already have had, which is certainly possible. So I would say you could, like I said, you can either use one of the daily healer's kit uses that you can use on people for this, or you can wait and everyone can be up next round, assuming that they don't roll a nat 1 on their saving throw or death save.
Or if they already rolled a nat 1 and get a fail.
Thanks, Math Man.
You're welcome.
I would like to save it for the best benefit use. If it's best to bring up somebody or to take care of everyone in preparation for combat. I feel like in preparation for combat would be better.
Okay, sounds good.
You mean running? That's a weird way to say running.
I mean, we gotta get you up first, and then we can run.
All right, then in that case, we'll just say that you are going to be in place to give somebody a good berry. Who are you going to give it to next round?
Who's your favorite, Dad?
We all know.
Poppy. We all fucking know
he just gets nervous and gives it to Poppy. He's going to
roll a dice if you can't decide.
He gets confused and eats it himself.
You should give it to one of the people that have been hurt unconscious longer.
And that's the thing, is there's 3 of them, and
I thought there was like 2 of them that have been.
It's Mara, Tendi, and Prudence.
Mara and Prudence have been down longer, so they should get it first.
Yes.
Yeah, Tendi hasn't rolled a death save yet.
Leofston will give his to Prudence. He'll roll her onto her side and kind of like half pick her up into his lap, being very careful because he's one of the factors is he's very big right now, and Tendi is little chicken bones.
Oh, I'm sorry. You think I'm reacting sadly and not to the slow burn romance that I've shipped this whole time?
So, being very careful.
What did you do? Tell me more.
He what anime? There's like an anime where like he like tips her head back and gently like puts the good berry in her mouth and like kind of encourages her to chew on it.
Okay, you get in place to do that. That'll be the next turnaround. All right. So you've selected Prudence, right?
Yes.
Okay. Poppy. Your options are Mara and Tendi. Who do you want to get in place for to be able to feed a good berry, assuming that gets handed out next turn, which it will be?
Mara.
Okay. Sin, that leaves you with Tendi. You can easily get over to each of the people, and assuming these next rolls go the way that they do, then everyone at least comes back with 1 hit point. First off, Prudence, I need you to roll a d20 in the dice tower.
You got it.
I'll just go ahead and mark it for you. That way you know. Because the saves are recorded on the main sheet. So, okay. Mara, go ahead and roll your d20. Okay. And Tendi, roll your d20. Death save.
So quiet.
I know, right?
We're all anxious.
The reason why I'm not having music playing right now. Okay. You all hand out patches. You throw the bag down. I would probably say that probably Sin, who's a little more regular sized and coordinated, even though tired, seeing their new friends in a position of vulnerability and unconsciousness, grabs the bag out of the air and distributes at least the 3 to be able to give 1 to Leofston, 1 to Poppy, and 1 to himself to give to Tendi, Prudence, and Mara. And the 3 of you come back with 1 hit point.
Can we tell each other how close we were to death now?
Sure.
Angie, what'd you get?
I got 2 saves.
I got 2 fails!
What?
Oh man.
Tendi, what did you roll?
I don't know.
Tendi never rolled, I don't. Or
It's
did
marked
Tendi
on
roll
your.
once?
It's marked on your.
I rolled
main
once.
page.
Yeah.
Can I uncheck?
She's saved. It's when you roll in the dice tower, I'll record it on your sheet. Again, the death saves. If you roll 3 failures, it does not bother me at all. If you're like, nope, they come back. But if you're rolling and you see things where they're at, and you decide as a character and a player that you want your character to die, like for example, as a player, I will always be honest for my sake, for my own thing on my rolls. If my character dies, that's just how the dice are. Some people, a barbarian in the game that I play, never wants to die. Like, never wants to actually make that be a result of just dice on the table. So, odds are that they go unconscious, unless they are purposefully killed, which these guys didn't do. Meaning, like, after you're down, attacking you while you're down. Then it's up to you guys. We didn't really, I know I mentioned it in the beginning with house rules, but that wasn't something that we've been able to experience until now. So,
Okay, well, I already have an idea. I'm not making another character for this damn game. Mara's too perfect.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
so yeah, like I said, it's up to you guys. But you guys come back to life. The bodies of the hobgoblins all around.
Can I cast a spell on myself?
Yeah. What
Can
are
I
you gonna cast?
Can I cast Healing Word at 2nd level?
At 2nd level?
Yeah, I get more.
Well, okay. That isn't a bad idea. However, if you have time to take a short rest, which that's up to your characters to decide, then you'll be able to naturally heal by spending hit dice as opposed to spells, which only recharge, once a day. You have a resource built into your class with the hit die and the short rests and whatnot that would allow you to possibly be able to get back a majority of your hit points. So,
well, if I still need it after the hit dice, I can use it then.
Real
I don't
quick,
use a lot of spells.
Everybody can just there's 6 of you. Everybody gets 5 hit points from dividing all the good berries. There's 30 good berries, 6 of you, so everybody gets 5 hit points.
Did you come down the tower now?
He threw it.
No, I'm still standing up there.
Coward.
Y'all better eat them good berries. They only last for about another 8 hours or so.
are you keeping 5 for yourself?
No, I don't. I haven't
doesn't
taken
need
any
any.
damage. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna make 30 more over my next 3 actions and hand those out so everybody can have another 5 at some point.
So
I assume that'll be fine to pass out. Yeah.
Everybody gets 10 total.
Slots. Yeah, everybody gets 10 hit points back.
Okay, and that's your spell slots used up?
Yeah, that's all my spell slots.
Okay, so that is going to put, and now I want to do this math real quick. So that's going to put Sin at 24 damage instead of 34. Tendi will be at 20 instead of 30. Leofston will be at 11 instead of 21. Poppy is going to be at 23 instead of 33. Prudence is going to be at 30 instead of 40. And Mara is going to be at 23 rather than 33. There.
So many berries.
Berry boy.
Poppy's hugging Mara.
Berries and cream.
Prudence is the color of a tomato.
Leoson's still holding her, making sure she's stable.
You can let me go now.
Like he kind of like helps her back on her feet.
She wanders off.
She just leaves goodbye.
Just leaves.
No, she wanders off like a few feet and like leans against a pillar. She's facing away from everyone. Not only is she embarrassed that she fell in battle, she's very embarrassed to have been held so tenderly.
Indy, are you okay?
Sorry, I was finding the perfect Prudence gift.
Patches yells down, "Hey, bring those bodies in here. Get out of there. Come inside."
He's tired.
You want me to carry you into the building? Okay. Yeah, Sin will just carry her in.
I would carry you, but I can't. I'm 3 foot tall and you're 9 feet. And I have a negative 1
holds onto Mara's leg and just picks it up and just goes to
Let's go now.
Mara just kind of sits there. Her pride's a little hurt. She didn't expect to get taken down so swiftly. But she squeezes Poppy's hand tenderly and thanks her for giving her the good berry.
I wish I could have done more, but I don't know how to heal.
That's okay. Your friendship is very healing.
Skylar's gonna cry in real life. Oh my god.
Jordan, turn this stupid music off!
Nope. F you.
Making us emotional.
F you. This is supposed to be an emotional time.
Hey, for what it's
fuck
worth,
you, I'm not listening to the music.
for what it's worth, y'all None of y'all need to eat any rations today because the good berries counts for enough nutrition for an entire day.
I guess there is a gold lining to every cloud.
I thought you were gonna say, I guess there is a god.
Mara stands up and then asks Poppy, I don't have a voice. I lost my Mara voice, it's been too long. Poppy, would you, I'm doing Prudence, would you do you want to go inside?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
You hear a few things while you kind of gather up a few things. You do not hear a nearby horn. Tendi, a moment passes as you're back to consciousness. You hear yet again another blowing of a horn. Same distance away. This time it is 2 short horns. You all hear the sound of furniture probably scraping the stone walls on the inside of the tower as the occupants inside, Lyland Barton, Moss Duskquill, Lonnie Ragfin, Penelope Rasmussen, and Richard Musgrave, at least assume that the silence of combat is beneficial. Plus, I'm pretty sure Richard looked up on the second story window and saw that there were no more foes, and comes out to help bring you guys inside through the back way. Lonnie and Penelope are in their injured condition, just working slowly but surely to move the furniture away from the door, at least some of them. They still maintain a big couple of casket barrels in front of the door, far too heavy to move at this point in time. And they see you all come in and are just silently watching and nodding. Lylan comes up.
I'm chewing, but Tendi tells everybody about the horns.
Okay. You explain the horn situation. So now everyone, at least who was unable to hear the horn, at least knows that there is still a horn being blown in the distance.
Is Moss Duskquill in this area?
Mm-hmm. They're all down here on the first floor now.
Alright. Prudence addresses him. Is this quite often that you get attacked by roving groups of invaders?
He looks at you while you ask the question, and he turns to Lyland, who, no, not necessarily. This would probably be a first since I've been Master Merchant of the Tower. Thank you, by the way. That, I can tell that was quite an ordeal, and you have saved all of us here, so we owe you a great deal.
Do not thank us yet. This is not over.
Moss then chimes in. Yes, there is the matter of the beast.
No, this is not over. He looks back out, not until that horn stops.
There's another horn?
Sorry, I thought Tendi explained the thing.
Tendi did. Tendi said it.
Okay, to the group, but not to the our friends, our best friends.
Tendi straight up said it.
To everybody. Okay. To everybody. Okay. If it hasn't gotten closer, then perhaps that is their base camp.
Leofson just comes and looks over his shoulder, like looking out towards the road.
Leofson is right. You would be best suited to keeping watch. It is not unlikely that they know exactly where they sent their scouts, and they will come back for vengeance or worse.
Lonnie and Penelope begrudgingly put a chest back on top of the barrels, kind of in a.
Should I call out to Wicket and get the horses back, or should we keep them away for now?
It would be best to bring them back for now. It does not sound like they're coming closer for the moment.
Okay.
Yes, we don't want the horses out after dark.
Okay, I'll talk to Wicket then.
Richard goes, we've got spare beds if you need to lie down for a bit. I can try to prepare some of my my grandmama's tea that she used to make. If you don't like tea, we have milk. Not very cold, but still refreshing. And then there's also water. Do you guys need anything?
They need to rest. He gestures to the rest of the group.
Yeah, Prudence is like leaning very heavily against one of the pillars supporting the tower.
Yeah, Mara's trying to look strong, but you can tell that she just wants to lay down.
Yeah.
Don't quite need food right now, but water or if they want the tea.
I'm going to be brewing some tea soon.
Well, if you want, I can. If you give me your stuff, I can brew it for you. You, no offense, you don't look. You should rest.
Okay. Here. I found this in the forest. Thought it'd make a very good
Mara
tea.
snaps her head.
Suddenly not as tired. That's so weird.
Oh my god, Mara's back up to full hit point.
Why is she
Her vengeance
hostile?
has rejuvenated her. How dare you?
Why is her HP bar so big?
Oh my god, her
Mara's
strength
the
is going
boss?
up. Mara's the BBEG, oh no!
Anyways, Sin, you said you take out what?
It was like a flower or some kind of plant thing that he found in the forest.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Was
no.
that?
A
Yeah.
blood red 3-petaled flowers smelling
Yeah.
of citrus.
Yeah, it smells like
You're
citrus.
from the Margreve forest, and you're gonna forget it.
Did you not add that to your inventory? Oh, I guess you couldn't have. It was just a.
Yeah, I
it wasn't
don't know
an
how I
actual-
would.
It wasn't an actual item, I guess. Okay. As you pull it out, Mara probably does snap her head over, but then you also see Moss kind of look with a bit of curiosity and goes, that is rather fortunate. I'm not quite good with alchemy. It's more of a new thing. But this flower has restorative properties. I could perhaps maybe obtain the. How long ago was it picked?
It wasn't that long ago. Just before we got here.
Oh, it looks rather healthy. I'm surprised it didn't get damaged in the fight. I could be able to probably get three vials worth full. They are a very good natural restorative flower when it comes to wounds and overall health. It is out of character. Each of the petals of this flower can be brought down into a vial using a alchemist kit to create essentially a healing potion.
Good job, Maya.
Nice.
Good job, bud.
Nice.
No.
Yes. That would be definitely I guess what the doctor ordered.
Moss extends his hand to grab the flower. He's like, I can work on it right away. I might need Lyland if you can help is, again, I think your aid will allow me to be able to use this flower correctly, and it's the least we could do. I heard an exclamation of good berries earlier, so unfortunately natural healing is going to be out of the question. For at least today, I would assume. So this will have to substitute.
Okay.
Jordan, I have a question.
Yes?
Poppy is proficient in herbalism kits, so could she make potions of healing?
In a sense, it is possible if it's natural like this. I think the reason why, and you probably would tell, at least from being proficient in that kit, is that by what Moss just said, alchemy needs to be used in this case because you have already had magical healing done to all of you.
Oh,
I also have healing kits.
But if you find another flower like this out there in the wild, you could use your herbalism kit to be able to brew up some sort of or make a salve of some nature that essentially does the same thing. But it would be considered natural healing and not magical. Or, the law of distributed property or whatever it's called. Do you, Sin, do you hand the flower over to Moss?
Yes. As well as the tea stuff.
Okay. No, Richard takes the tea and promises he'll get it ready in about 10 to 15. Moss and Lylan both will start working on that immediately. And essentially, you guys have the equivalent of a short rest if you so choose to take it. Everyone, roll me an insight check.
Wow, Sin.
Jeez.
That's a nat 20 on Sin.
Wow, Mara.
All right.
Hello.
Mara and Sin. After the tea and everything has been handed out, or as the tea's been handed over, the flour's been handed over, and there's a lull in the conversation, you both at least have the insight to notice that the horn is, from what Tendi has said, this horn is blown a few times now with no response. The options for anyone who sets up a base camp like the tactics that they used would either stay at their camp and not abandon it, or would eventually come to investigate. So, an hour passes.
I use
The horse
Song
is
of
back?
Rest.
Who wants to go first on that?
Are the horses back?
Go ahead, Jamie.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Katie, did you say something? Song of Rest?
I use Song of Rest, yeah.
Okay. So, short rest. You guys can spend your hit die, which all you would need to do is double click the hit die on your main page to roll to heal your wounds. Now, before you roll like 2 or 3 in a row, note that Tendi's Song of Rest, what does it do, Tendi?
You heal an additional 1d6 hit points.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and do this for you. So Sin. So I'm just gonna drag this healing die to each of the people that have spent a healing thing. So that was Sin rolled, Mara rolled.
Should we do something instead, or?
Poppy rolled. Hold on, I'm rolling the Song of Rest die for everybody. Who else?
I haven't rolled my hit die. I was asking because it made it sound like you were leading up to do this instead.
Yeah, I was also waiting.
No, this.
Song of Rest is alongside. So when you use your hit dice, then you get an additional 1d6. But you have to use your hit dice in order to get it.
At some point, Patches comes
baby.
down. At some point, Patches comes down the stairs and is just like, y'all look all chawed up. You get hurt out there?
Leosin glares at him.
I think we all flip you off. I don't know.
Tendi reaches out to hold Patches' hand.
And then squeezes it.
Flips him over.
No, Patches didn't take Tendi's hand.
Patches
Tendi doesn't
took
do
it.
anything.
Patches took
Tendi bites
hand.
I like to imagine it wasn't even that fast. It just, like, with all the trust and love in the world, like, Tendi just, like, brings it closer and closer to their mouth and just opens it and
At this point,
It's like when you
Jordan,
see
can
a
we roll
cat
multiple
just
hit
slowly
dice?
put a paw up.
If Tendi gets a little static shock from Jolene, and if she had hair, it would stand on end.
How dare you insult them and remind them that they don't have hair? We're fighting now.
All right, little chicken bitty, calm down. Y'all did good out there.
To answer Mara out loud, yes, you can spend multiple hit die. So don't think rolling 1 is going to be it. You can spend more than that. You only get the effect of Song of Rest once while you do the short rest. So
Is W&D wound? Is that wounded?
Mm-hmm. Wounds.
So
So
you have like.
You have 3 wounds on you. It is probably not advised to spend another D8 to heal the 3.
Yeah. No, I think I'm good with that too.
Why wouldn't I want to use another hit die?
you would.
You would.
You would.
You have 21 wounds. Mara probably. I mean, she can. It's up to her. But she would only heal 3, which you add your con every time you heal with your dice. So
I have 10 wounds, and mine's a D8 plus 3. Should I spend it?
yeah,
Okay.
like if you get a 7 or an 8, if you get an 8, you're overspending. But I mean, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, by 1, it's not a big deal.
Overhealing by 1 is not is perfectly fine.
Okay. And I have 1 hit die left.
Good gravy, Katie. You were rolling terrible on those. Well, we know who might be still getting one of them healing potions when Moss and Lylan come back.
Healing potion, or we could save those and Leosin can use his healing kit.
That is true. That is very true.
Sin and Mara, do you mention like what you guys kind of ascertained about how they're either going to come back or stay put?
Ooh, good question.
We say that we think they'll be back in an hour, Jordan.
No. Not that they would. You don't know what they'll do, but it's either
Calculating.
Yeah, they're calculating. They're trying to figure out. Okay, we haven't gotten a response. Do we? They could leave the camp. They could just stay there. So
It is
it's hard
unclear.
it's hard to know more unless you hear more horns blow or anything like that.
I
I'm
think we
just
should
wondering if they mentioned it,
be like,
the rest of us.
we shouldn't
Yeah.
expect that they're not going to come back.
Yeah,
or
Sin would have
spend
said.
more.
Yeah, Sin and Mara, they explained that it could be one or the other, but it's speculation. It's hard to say what would happen, but we should be on guard or at least be ready.
Yeah.
Are any of the Merchant Tower NPCs in this room with us, or have they all left?
Lonnie and Penelope are still around. They are slowly but surely spending the hour putting certain things back to barricade the door.
Leosin's helping them.
They are very thankful.
Prudence addresses both of them, I guess, nobody in particular. What do you have for defenses? Lyland mentioned that you've never been attacked before. You have 2 injured guards.
I mean, we have our weapons. They like show their short swords in their sheaths. There is, I'm pretty sure we've probably got some crossbows or hand crossbows.
Have you no traps?
They both kind of look at each other and go, it's hard to, if usually 99 times out of 100, it's people coming to trade, and 1 time out of 100 that there's a raid, it would probably scare off people if this place were full of traps, I would feel. I'm not sure I understand the question.
You don't have
y'all's
any
bodies hosted up on packs that scare people away too.
Ooh.
That's a bit gruesome.
I mean to say you have no emergency provisions for such an event.
No, should we?
Yes, there's a very likely chance they will come back and attack in the night.
What, forgive us if this is, if this is too forward, but if they're out there still, and, wouldn't you go to make sure that doesn't happen? If they're not, stop them before they do come back?
Prudence is just staring at them.
Maybe if we find a way to reach out to them and tell them that they can come collect the dead. If we make it appear as though we're giving them a mercy, maybe they won't bother coming up for fear that they will meet the same end.
Prudence shakes her head in disagreement. Austin and I tried to reason with them. They are unreasonable.
What if we make an ambush? Like we get a horn, and then we make the same sound that they made before, calling for backup, and then we're ready.
And he can make horn.
But we don't know how many will come. It could be hundreds this time.
Exactly. We could scout, but then that would be sending one of our own out when we're already exhausted.
What if I send out Wicket?
Ooh.
I'm sorry, I'm not very well versed on magic. Will you be able to talk over such a long distance?
Depending on how far it is, yeah, but if it's too far, then I can't hear him anymore.
He also looks to Tendy to see if they know that could gauge it based on what they heard.
Tindy, tell us the exact distance from this.
No need for that.
Tendy starts doing that gif where you see the math going in front of the
There's no, that won't be necessary. Wicket can stay here and stay safe. I can use my powers to go out and blend in.
Absolutely not.
Wait,
You were also
wait.
passed out on the field. You are resting.
I
Wait,
feel fine. You're not my mother.
Does Moss or Mara have friends they can call to help?
From
None of my
DeForest.
clan would get involved with this fight.
Hobgoblins are attacking the forest.
They're attacking people in the forest and not the DeForest.
It's also possible. It might be a better idea if maybe you take everybody from here and just abandon it.
It would make us sitting ducks. We'd be too vulnerable on the road.
If we don't solve this problem now, it won't end. We need to stop them.
Leostin stops, like, I'm sure there's, like, enough pack that, the packing is slow enough. He stops and, like, crosses one arm, like, crosses arms with his shoulder, but holds one hand up, like, with a finger, as he leans back against the barricade and says, "Something we need to think about is why are they attacking now? Why, when we get here, they attack, but not before? Is this a new clan? Did we bring something they want? Are not saying we created this issue, but is there something we have done to stir?" He kind of like takes a second to think about like the words. "To stir this horde."
Yeah, I don't think they would attack for no reason. And they were, based on how far away their camp is, I feel like they would have already been walking over here to attack before we got here, right?
He also kind of rubs his chin. What I'm getting at is they were very interested in our cart.
I mean, I think they assumed there was goods and gold in the cart. That's usually what people keep in carts, as opposed to some sort of strange monster preserving device.
I got the impression from their speech from the beginning that they were just here for everybody to just hand over all of the goods and services.
But
it wasn't. They weren't looking for us necessarily, specifically.
Not us, but what would they want? What would our for?
Jordan, is there is there anything worth retconning that I may have understood them saying that would help?
I will think about that. I think what we should do is we could take this to a text RP.
Hello, text RPs.
For those who want to strategize and everything like that. Remind me about that, and then also, if Katie, if you didn't see it, Tendi, you would guess that their camp is, if that's where they are coming from, is about half a mile away.
Mm-hmm.
So, on that note, we will go ahead and end this session as you guys had scraped by after a brutal second wave, hopefully final wave, of hobgoblins attacking Griffon Tower.